The deep woods of Belleplain State Forest in New Jersey held an unspeakable secret, a grim discovery that would send shockwaves through the quiet community. When a hiker stumbled upon a refrigerator abandoned among the trees, no one could have imagined the horrors it concealed. Inside lay the remains of Laura Hughes, a mother of two whose journey to reconnect with her family ended in betrayal, violence, and tragedy. What followed was a chilling investigation that unraveled a tale of love gone wrong, domestic abuse, and a desperate quest for justice.
One of the hardest days is having to sit your two daughters down and let them know that they found your mother.
Laura Hughes, 50, was a woman with dreams of healing and rebuilding. A mother of two, she had recently moved to New Jersey from North Carolina to be closer to her daughters and mend the fractured bonds of family. Described by loved ones as kind and generous, Laura's life had not been easy, but her resilience defined her. By July 2024, Laura had been in a relationship with Christopher Blevins, 45, a man whose troubled history included allegations of domestic violence. While Laura had hoped for companionship, those close to her noticed signs of strain in their relationship. Friends later revealed concerns about the escalating tensions, but no one foresaw the deadly turn it would take. Laura disappeared in mid-July, her sudden silence alarming those who knew her best. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Calls went unanswered, and visits to her home yielded no trace of her. Her family, already wary of Blevins, feared the worst. Months passed without answers, and hope began to fade. Then, in late December, a hiker traversing the dense Belleplain State Forest stumbled upon something bizarre. An old refrigerator, out of place and abandoned in the middle of the woods. It was wrapped in a sleeping bag, covered with carpeting, and bound with blue ratchet straps. When authorities opened the refrigerator, they made a horrifying discovery: the decomposed remains of Laura Hughes. Investigators determined she had been dead for months, her body hidden in a cruel attempt to erase her existence. The investigation quickly zeroed in on Christopher Blevins. License plate readers and surveillance footage captured his green Dodge Ram truck hauling a refrigerator-shaped object on two separate occasions in late July, shortly after Laura's disappearance. Witnesses reported seeing him acting suspiciously near the forest, adding to the mounting evidence. As detectives pieced together the timeline, a troubling picture emerged. Laura had likely fallen victim to a violent altercation with Blevins in their home. After her death, he had gone to great lengths to conceal his crime, transporting her body to the remote forest and leaving it in the refrigerator he had brought. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. By early August, Blevins had fled. Crossing the border into Mexico through Brownsville, Texas, he vanished, leaving investigators and Laura's family desperate for answers. For weeks, he evaded capture, only to reappear in Mexico City, where he turned himself in, claiming he feared he might have killed someone during a bar fight. However, this confession did little to clarify the truth, and even less to provide closure.
Don't spread lies. And yes, the timeline seems messed up. We don't know. The investigation is still ongoing.
Shockingly, upon his return to the United States, Blevins was not immediately detained, sparking public outrage. Laura's family demanded justice, their grief compounded by the legal system's apparent failure to act swiftly.
What I really want at the end of this is for him to be sent to prison, for him to be charged.
Laura's ex-partner and the father of her daughters, Cornell Alston, expressed his heartbreak publicly. "She was robbed from my kids," he said through tears. "My daughter, she'll never see her graduate from college."
She was robbed from my kids because of the fact that I have the daughter, she'll never see her graduate from college.
The Hughes family, determined to honor Laura's memory, launched a GoFundMe campaign to cover cremation costs and support the children she left behind. The tragedy brought the issue of domestic violence into stark relief. Laura's case became a rallying cry for change, highlighting the need for better protections for victims and stricter enforcement against abusers. As the legal proceedings against Blevins unfold, the community watches with bated breath. The story of Laura Hughes, a mother, a friend, a woman who deserved so much more, remains a haunting reminder of how quickly life can be taken and how desperately justice must be pursued. In her death, Laura's story serves as a cautionary tale and a call to action. Her voice, silenced by violence, continues to resonate, urging others to break the cycle of abuse and seek help before it's too late. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.